This video is going to go into all the details of our How to Run a Faster 40 program. And I really do think the 40-yard dash is the best opportunity for athletes to get exposure to be able to get to the next level, whether that's a high school athlete looking to go into college or college level athlete trying to get into any type of professional level of football. And the big thing with the 40-yard dash is I don't think it's a very difficult thing for people to get a lot better at. I just think there's so many people that don't understand the technique necessary to run a fast 40. And so that's really what we want to go into within our program, is just give you a better understanding of not only what are some of the key aspects within the 40, but also what is it that you need to improve on. And I think that's where our program really separates from a lot of other different speed programs, is it's very specific for your individual needs and what you need to work on as a football player and being able to improve your 40-yard dash. So big thing that we'll see as common mistakes or common issues would have to be the setup, just not getting your feet in the right position or not having the weight in the right position. And then the first like 3 steps, maybe even 5 steps, just having the right amount of distance, not spending too much time on the ground, maintaining the right body position, the right head position, and just being able to set yourself up to have a good drive phase is really the most important part of the first like 3 to 5 steps. You want to be gaining ground, but you also need to be quick off of the ground, and the action needs to be very horizontal or very outwards in order for you to set yourself up to be gaining the necessary ground that it takes to be able to cover 40 yards in about 20 steps. And that, and at the end of the day, is the most important part, is being able to understand the steps. If you can get the 4 steps in 5 yards, 7 steps in 10 yards, 12 steps in 20 yards, and then finish it in about 20 or 20 half steps, you set yourself up for a huge opportunity to be able to run a very respectable time. And from there, just depending on your height and your body weight and just how well you go through some of those parts of your 40-yard dash, depends on what we could do to be able to get that lower and lower and lower down. But the first thing that most people need to be able to do is just understand how to be able to cover the 40 yards in 20 and a half steps, but make that like you're running, not you're bounding, right? I get a lot of people sending video to me. They're like, oh yeah, I did 40 yards in 20 steps, but it's like, yeah, you're trying to jump the whole time though. You're not actually running. So it takes a lot of both explosive power as well as just body position and just a good understanding of what you want to do, very efficient in what you're doing within your body to be able to make it so you could run the 40 in the right amount of time, as well as be able to cover the 40 yards within the right amount of steps. And so within this program, again, we'll go into how you're going to be able to get there, but we'll also give you the different things necessary from a strength perspective, power perspective, and really get specific into where your needs are. And again, that's going to be, I think, the big thing with our programs at Performance Lab. It's very specific to you. This is not a cookie cutter program. This is not something where you're going to sign up and you're going to get a PDF of a bunch of workouts and you just good luck on the workouts and hopefully you get faster. The reason the price point is what it is because after you sign up for this, we're going to have a lot of communication. We're going to be talking. I'm going to really be guiding you through every step of the way to make it so you can get to what it is you want to get to within that 40-yard dash. So in order for you to actually get those results, yeah, you might have to pay a little bit, but to me, the amount that you're paying is a very, very reasonable price for all the workouts that you're going to be getting. It's going to be, when you sign up for 4 weeks, it's going to be 4 weeks of very intense amount of interaction as well as training to make it so you can get a very fast result. I made this program with the idea of if you're looking to get faster within, the next month to make it so you can get ready for a camp, we're going to go all out to make it so you can get the most amount of improvements the fastest you can. If it's going to take you 2 months, then we can do 2 months, or 3 months. It's the same thing. But the point is we're going to be spending a lot of time together to make it so you can get the results that you're looking for within the 40-yard dash. Now, if you run a 5.5 and you're looking to run a 4.3 in the next 4 weeks, obviously that's not going to happen. But you could definitely shed 2 to 3 tenths of a 40 off of your time, depending on where you're at within this 4-week program. So, if you're a fairly fast guy that is struggling to be able to get into the low to mid 4.5s, or low to mid fours, right? 4.5, 4.6, somewhere in there, but you're running 4.8, 4.9. We should be able to do that within 4 weeks if you have the necessary commitment to making the improvements necessary to be able to get there. Now, I do like to guarantee all this stuff. Like if you don't see improvement, I'm going to give you your money back. Like I want to make sure that I stand by my word. I don't want you to do this and not be successful. I'm doing this to help you be successful. I don't get any type of reward as a coach to make $300 and you not get anything out of the program. But point being, we want you to be able to get the results that you're looking for. And so if you go through the program and you don't feel like you got what it was that you were trying to get, or, you know, we feel like we might have oversold it or whatever, would be happy to be able to refund you your money, or at least figure out something that makes sense for both sides. Because at the end of the day, again, we are looking to make it so you can get improvement. And that's really the focus within the program, is to gain a relationship and make it so you understand what it is that you need to do in order to run a faster 40. Again, you know, for some of you guys, you might not be able to get from 5 seconds down to 4.5, but you will understand what it's going to take to be able to get down to 4.5. I would say we should be able to get to at least down to 4.8 if you're at a 5 second and you're a fairly athletic guy, fairly fast guy. We should be able to do that within 4 weeks. I've done a lot better than that within a 4-week program. So, you know, just want to give you a set of like what are realistic expectations within the program and make it so you can actually understand what it is that you're going to have to do from a commitment standpoint. Like that's a big thing too, is like, you know, if you're going to do something like this, do this because you're willing to go 100% and all out and put everything into it. Because if you do that, you're going to get the results. But if you don't have the habits of understanding what it's going to take to accomplish your goals, then the likelihood of you actually making this program work for you is not very high. So if you're going to do this, make sure that it's something that you want to commit to for the next 4 weeks, because we want you to be able to succeed, hopefully as much as you want to be able to succeed. And if that's the case, if you want to get into the numbers, if you want to get into the specifics, if you want to make it so you have a coach that's going to be taking you really through the whole process step by step, this is the program for you. Looking forward to working with you. Let me know if you have any questions. You could always call us or send us an email or anything like that. But I appreciate the time. I appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully you came over from like YouTube or Facebook or something like that. If it doesn't make sense from a price point perspective, then definitely check those out, because there is a lot of great free resources on there that will help you be able to run faster just by using those resources. But obviously this is just going to take it all to the next level. So looking forward to working with you guys in the future, and we'll talk to you soon.